Its kind law in the tri-state puts parents on notice. The City Council in North College Hill recently passed a Parental Responsibility Ordinance that can get a parent in trouble if a child breaks the law. It is aimed at curfew violations, but as Local 12's Paula Toti found out, it doesn't stop there.
If you ask the police chief in North College Hill, he'll tell you there's been an escalation in juvenile crimes in his city in recent years.
Criminal mischief, criminal damaging, sometimes escalating into fights.
Chief Gary Foust also thinks there's been a breakdown in some homes, and he's hoping to use the law to help with that. Mother of 3, Emily Jobe, thinks making parents legally responsible for their children's actions is a good idea. She even says it's needed. She sees kids break curfew all the time and cause trouble at the store where she works.
The police, they try all the time up and down the street chasing them, and they just keep going from one place to the next to the next.
We hope that this will send a message. We have a zero tolerance on curfew.
If kids are hanging out on these streets after curfew, parents are going to immediately see this ordinance in effect. It was passed as an emergency ordinance. The chief of police isn't sure how it's going to work, but he doesn't think it can hurt.
It actually gives us another tool in our toolbox to utilize during code enforcement.
A tool that gives parents a written warning if they know about a child's crime or don't act responsibly to prevent a crime. It then escalates to even a third-degree misdemeanor if there are more violations. The city wants to cut down on drug and weapons possession as well as the street fights.
I hope it'll help, but there's always going to be parents who don't care.
And the chief is after those parents especially. A few repeat offenders cause a lot of the problems. He says the ordinance wasn't the result of the tragic beating of a man in 2012 by a group of teens who described themselves as bored, but he does worry that crimes escalate in summer. A second offense can get a parent a $150 fine.
A step in the right direction, please.
In North College Hill, Paula Toti, Local 12 News.
And the police chief and city prosecutor actually drafted the new ordinance. The chief says officers will have wide discretion when they enforce it. He stresses that parents who are unaware of a problem and take proper steps to know the whereabouts of their kids will not be in trouble with the law.